Just making this video, quick video about the carburetor on the Venom x20 and the EVAP. Because I had a lot of issues with it when I first got the bike. And it was kind of difficult to figure out. But now that the bike's running healthy and everything's running strong, I want to let you guys know what I did in order to get my bike running strong still at 1,000 miles. And it's pretty quick as well with everything that I put on. So yeah. So a few tips, like when I changed this carburetor, when I took out the stock carburetor and put this nibbi, I ran into a few issues like here. Let's see. These bolts here, they do not like. Let's see. So like right here. Let's see. When I first put this on, I was having difficulty getting the bolts to go through with the heater hose connected. Like the hose for the carburetor to mount onto this adapting plate, it doesn't even like fit with the bolts. So what I ended up figuring out, you should know what I mean. If you've tried putting on this carburetor, you should know what I mean. This thing does not, they give you this adapter here, but it does not even really work out. But anyways, what I found out what to do is, so I put the bolt in from the back and I used these little squares things. They're like, I got them, what I got them from, surprisingly, is from the old carburetor. They're back here so that the bolt could go in. I took them out and I used them right here, so that it leaves like room for the hose to go on and the bolt to go on. And the hose that I use is actually a heater hose I got from work. It's from a Honda CR-V. I just cut it up with this tool here. Let me show you. I use this tool right here to cut heater hoses and stuff. I used it to cut one of these here, like for instance, I have extra. So I use one of these heater hoses that has kind of angles on it too, because then you can get your carburetor at a certain angle where it doesn't interfere with the plastics or the motor or anything like that. Like here, got that space right there. So yeah, I recommend using like a heater hose. Also, when you remove your carburetor in the stock air box, there's like a few things that like hook up to it and stuff. And one of those things is like this hose here. It's like a breather hose, I believe. I routed it to go here, so because it connects to like the back of the motor over here. Let me see. Can't really see, but right there. I put a little filter on it. I didn't want it just being into the atmosphere if it was going to be sucking in air at any point, or letting out. Either way, I wanted it to be covered and filtered. Another thing, when you remove your stock carburetor, you also need to remove the EVAP. So there's this part that's connected with the carburetor when you remove it, and then there's this part that's hidden under the seat, under here, like in there. It's like in here, in there, under the seat. But you remove the EVAP, and also when you remove the carburetor, this hose will be this thing will just be open, and you can't have that open. It'll be an exhaust leak. So what I did was I left that hose there, and instead I plugged it like this with a bolt and a clamp, and it doesn't leak at all. It's perfectly fine. No air comes out, no nothing.